Please give a round of applause for Chef Adam Cantrell.
Hey there folks, I'm Adam Cantrell, and today we're going to be cooking some Cattle of the Sun God burgers. Now we all know that Helios, the sun god, loves his precious cattle, but I struck a deal with him this weekend, and I bought one of his cattle, and I've sliced it up, and we're going to make some burgers out of it. Now I'm going to show you this right here, this beautiful masterpiece right here, and right here are the 4 slices of the sun god's cattle that we're getting ready to cook today. Alright, first off, we are going to fix the seasoning for it, and I've got just the thing. We're going to chop up some celery here for this lovely piece. Just 1 piece should be sufficient, but if you're a celery lover out there, you might want maybe 2. I'm going to say 2.5 would be hurting it, but 3 might just take the flavor away out of the whole cattle. I think I'm just going to cut up about half of it, because I'm not a big celery fan myself, but I do like the flavor it gives food. Just to get them right like this. Now, when you're using sharp knives like these, you want to watch yourself so that you don't get cut, because it could be very, very messy. Now I'm just going to clean off my blade. Stick it right back here, just in case we need it. Alright, let me put these back. Alright, next, you might have noticed that I pulled off this cheese from the pan that had the cattle. This is provolone cheese. I'm a particular fan of this, and we're just going to chop this up. To long slices, but leave half of it done, because we're going to need half of this later. Okay, right here should be all you need. Right now I've got about a ½ cup of mozzarella shredded cheese. Actually, I do believe this is Parmesan, my mistake. I'm sorry about that. Alright, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set your stove on medium setting. That should be sufficient right there. You'll also want a decent sized pan for these. Just find the right one for this. Here we go. And let this sit on here. And we'll want to spray a little bit of a non-stick solution. I choose Baker's Joy over any of them. Just a nice gentle coat. Don't overdo it. There. That should be enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this spatula right here. I'm just going to rub it around. There. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to get something to let it soak in, a little marination. A little bit of apple juice to give it flavor. I'm going to say about 1/4 cup of apple juice. Yeah, right about there. Pour this into the pan. There. And just let that simmer. Well, first, add in your celery. Not the cheese yet. We'll get to that later. Oh, darn it. We all like to remember the 5 seconds. There we go. Get that spatula I had, just stir it around. Stir it around, and we can already see the steam starting to rise as it's about to bake. This is about time to add in the cattle. Okay. keep them a little bit separated if you can. Place them on top of the celery to keep the flavor on the top, because we'll have that cheese to give it flavor on the bottom. Now, as soon as you put that in, you'll want to add, not all the way of a half cup, but pretty close. Sprinkle half the half cup across the bologna. I said half of the half cup because the other half you're going to put inside the apple juice. Alright, now, so let's sit there like that. It is looking good already. This wouldn't be the traditional burger. You wouldn't throw it on a bun per se, but eat it more or less plain. No lettuce or anything. This is a fancy type of burger. Now this is when you want to add the cut up cheese, not the whole slices. You'll see what we do with those in a minute. Goes here, just in the water, mainly in the water. You can get a little bit on the cattle, but not too much in the water. Just, yes. Now if you want now, we can set it to a slightly lower temperature, not too much. Just let that sit right there for a while. When that starts cooking, what we're going to do now, we have 2 half slices of provolone cheese. There are 4 slices of cattle in there, so 1 per 2 slices of cattle. Just sit here and let it cook. It looks like, yep, it looks like it's starting to get a little soft. So right now, flip it. Flip it right when you start to see the celery poking through. Then you know that it's ready to be flipped. Now, unlike traditional fried cattle, I don't know if you've ever had it, but it tends to get a little hard. As long as the apple juice is down here, it'll give it a nice, soft texture. And what you want to do is you kind of want to keep these together, not separated. I get everything in here. And it should look a little bit like this. Yum yum. Just put this back on here. Just add in just a dash of pepper. Like that. Just let it cook. Now it's about time to add slices of the provolone. Now you should have them bunched together at this point, and just keep it equal. Here, can we get a camera shot of how this is supposed to be? Right, like this is how it should look. Just there. See, well, you want the water to turn like this because it gives it a nice soft yellowish white, kind of like egg white, if you would. Gotta love that. Now, I like Mrs. Dash because it does add a hint of flavor. I put just a tiny bit on the bologna itself and a tiny bit in the juices surrounding it. Stir this around. Now it's about time. After you add the dash, Mrs. Dash, or whatever seasoning you prefer, just flip it. Again, you can just smell that cattle starting to cook, and it smells so darn good. Alright, now after you flip it, set it on medium again. 1 notch above medium, actually. This, just let this water start to boil. It'll cook it just right. Now as that's cooking, I'd like to bring it over here. I'd like to show you this side dish that goes well with it. Oh, here it is. In here I have blended celery and chicken. Oh, do you hear that? It's just now starting to boil. Let's get over here. Bring this other half of celery I told you to keep. So you're right on top for garnish. Just let it move it around. Just all. Move it around. Now kind of push down on the, okay, wait. This is bologna by accident. Now just push down on the cattle god. Now just push down on the cattle of the gods here. And let them start to cook. See how it's bubbling up? Flip it once more. Just hold it down. Alright, turn this off. Still let it sit there on the heat. Move it over here to an unhot burner. Oh, you have not smelled anything till you smelled the cattle of the sun god. Alright, now just let's get my plate ready. I cannot wait to try this. I cannot wait. Have everything out. Now it's time to first put the side dish on here while we're waiting for the cattle of the sun god to cool. Just one pretty good sized spoonful right there. That should be good right there. Alright, let's bring it over. This should be hot, so get a plate for that. Let's move this so you can get a nice clear shot when it comes out. Look, it should look something like this when you get done with it. This is cattle of the sun god burger. Didn't take very long at all. I'm surprised. It usually takes longer. Just right here. And right here. As you can see here, we still have some of the marinade and celery left. I'm just going to pour it right on top. Just a little bit of the juice, because you don't want the juice running with the side dish and over flavor it. Not that much juice, I'd say. Take that celery. I don't know if you've ever had cooked celery before, but I like it better than the raw celery. That is a plate fit for a king. Alright, usually on my show I enjoy either this grape wine, which is imported straight from Germany, or electric reindeer, which is white, sparkling white wine. But I think since we cooked that in apple juice, why not just drink some apple juice with this? Oh wait, this is good. Well, let's get my eating utensils and a napkin and enjoy this wonderful feast. get the side dish out.
It's starting to smell like pure shit.
It is, dude. It is stinking right now.
Oh my god. It so smells so good.
I thought you had balls, man. I thought you had balls. So, join us next time on Cooking with Adam, where we will cook cow penis. I had nasty before. This is not nasty. This is... I don't know. I'd rather have somebody jerk off in a pile of dog shit and eat it. You have to have one bite.
No.
One
No, dude.
bite.
I don't want to fucking puke.
One bite.
No.
One bite. So the question of the day is, would you eat this? Smell the freaking juice.